Welcome to the Green Divas Radio Show. Host Green Diva Meg, co-host Green Diva Lisa, and sidekick Green Dude Paul share resources and ideas as they explore fun and low-stress ways to live a deeper shade of green. And now, your host, Green Diva Meg.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have a really fun show today. You're on Hey with Green Diva Meg.
And Green Dude Paul.
And Green Diva Zoe.
And Green Diva Zoe.
Yeah, we're bringing some youth to the show today.
Yeah, we
Very
have
special guest.
Fun special co-host today sitting in for Green Diva Lisa.
Lisa's on the road, yeah. So.
Lisa's going to have to watch out for her job.
I know.
Because Zoe's really...
I'm going to take over.
We're hoping that your generation
yeah.
over the world saves it.
Welcome to the Green Divas Radio Show. We have a very exciting, busy show today. And one of the things let's see. Let me hear the paper shuffle. Hear the paper shuffle. Meg's not organized.
That's okay.
More coffee.
It's a busy day.
More fair trade organic coffee.
There we go.
First of all, Sleeping Naked is Green today is all about turn off your lights before leaving home.
You never hear that at home, Zoe.
Yeah, anybody with teenage girls knows what that's about, or 11-year-olds, right, Zoe?
Yes.
But it's also, we're going to expand that and talk a little bit about vampire energy, phantom energy, and ways that we can learn where our energy is going. And then we're going to have Getting Local with the Green Divas, wherever you are.
Megan number two, Van Dyke. Megan Van Dyke
is going to call in and talk about one of the articles, or, the theme of the grassroots section this week in the Daily Record, transitioning to green.
Yeah, phenomenal organization working to connect people to the green economy and take people who are underemployed, unemployed, or just looking for a career change to more fulfilling work.
And, who knows? I could be visiting them soon if I don't get my act together here. Now, Martine Rothstein was supposed to be with us, and she has brought us our phenomenal little co-host here, Zoe, to sit in. So we're pretty yeah, that's your mom.
You will hear that Zoe...
It's a genetic thing.
Absolutely. And she's not just a default. She brings her own expertise and passion for the environment.
We had a lot of fun prepping for the show here this morning. And then our feature interview was with Jessica Aranella, the producer of What You Can Do, TV series and web series that, she focuses on like what you can do in 1 minute.
They're great. I
Aren't
through
they
a few of them.
I saw them last night when my mom...
Yeah.
My mom stumbled upon them, and we just went on the website and looked at a bunch of them. They're really cool.
Very well done. High production value.
I love the idea that in 1 minute, because listen, we're all moving so fast now. We've got so much information to jam in our brains. So, give me a minute to think about one thing I could do, and I think it's brilliant.
It's great.
Well done.
Brilliant. We will hear from Fran Drescher. I had the opportunity, Green Diva Lisa and I got to sit this week and interview Fran Drescher.
Kind of fun.
And she was really
awesome.
Such
a name dropper. You're such
I know,
aren't I? Between Ed Begley and Jessica Alba, and we're just traveling in the right circles here. Now, Zoe.
Well, it's so exciting. And now Zoe, right?
Yeah.
But before I even get into that, I just want to mention our Why Should We Care campaign. We are trying to raise money so we can do some of our own videos, our own 2 to 3 minute videos of why should we care about all these things that we talk about, and then more importantly, what can we do? And in these videos, we're hoping to, and we will be able to interview, live on video, some of these wonderful people we're meeting,
right,
Fran and Jessica,
key influencers.
But we also want to just talk to our regular everyday folks. So it's really a mix.
Give them advice.
Yeah, and so we really need your help. And if all of our listeners and fans just went and donated or contributed, I like that word better, right?
Invested, even.
Invested, yeah. Thank
this
you.
This is an investment in Zoe's future.
$5, yeah.
We're going to milk
Divas.
this today. How can you not want to help protect the earth for that sweet little voice?
But we really, if everybody did $5, we'd be golden, man. So I'm going to really beg for $5,
And this is through the We Did It platform,
Right.
right? This
so
is a
you
new
can go to either our website, thegreendivas.com, THEGreendivas.com, and then click on the right. There's a little banner that says we did it, and it's be part of the solution, because that's what this is all about. Or you can go to our Facebook page and find it probably, but also go to wediditfundraising.org. And and
there's some fun perks and premiums there.
We're giving away seed bombs.
Those look like fun.
Solar radios. We're giving away some luscious G2 organics, not only on our Facebook page thing, but also there.
It's getting towards summertime. Everyone wants to go to the beach,
Yeah.
That's another thing.
You can leave your batteries at home. Just crank that radio up, literally.
Right?
In more ways than one.
Listen to the Green Divas on the beach,
crank
baby.
Crank it up, then crank it up.
All right, listen, let's go listen to this Fran Drescher interview, and let me just preface it real quick and just give it a little bit of an intro, because I think it jumps right in there. She is the president, aside from being a fantastic actress, very funny and very, very talented. She is also the president and visionary of Cancer Schmancer.
I can just hear her saying it. Yeah, exactly.
My God. But it's really all about helping people to educate themselves. She has a part of Cancer Schmancer is called the Cancer Answer. She calls it the Cancer Answer. And that is,
totally see her saying that.
It's all about learning, that our environment and the toxins in our environment do contribute to our health, and how we can prevent and work on some preventative measures. She's also the star of a very funny television show, Happily Divorced. And
she used to be on The Nanny, which
which still runs, right?
Yes, it does.
And so what we had the opportunity to ask her, if she had one thing to pick about what was she most passionate about sustainable living, what would that be? And of course, you'll hear now.
Living preventatively, because 95% of most cancers is environmental. And it turns out the home is one of the most toxic places you can spend your time in. And we spend more time, living in our home than anywhere else. I mean, we sleep there every night.
Right.
And, so with the Cancer Answer, we're trying to reprogram Americans to make healthier choices in what they clean their home with, their personal care items, what they put on their skin, and what they put in their mouths, to try and eat foods that are not tainted with pesticides and, all kinds of toxins.
Right.
And to eat more natural and organic from sustainable local farms.
Oh, my gosh. You are so right up our alley, girl.
Everything that we do, right now is unsustainable. And that goes from the way we farm to the way we live. And we're on this, trajectory towards our own demise, because right now 1 out of 2 men, 1 out of 3 women will get cancer in their lifetime. The children of today, for the first time in U.S. history, has been predicted to not live as long as their parents.
Wow.
And the babies being born today are being born pre-polluted with 200 to 300 chemicals found in the umbilical cord. American women's breast milk has the highest percentage of flame retardants in it of any other woman on the planet.
Isn't that horrifying?
Oh, my gosh.
It's unbelievable, and we're all wondering, we're told as bill of goods that breast milk is like the second coming, and maybe it was at the turn of the last century.
Right.
From the 19th century into the 20th century, but right now we have to, start detoxing because, all of these problems that we're having, physical ailments, diseases, learning disabilities, attention deficit problems, early onsets of illnesses that are jumping into different age groups. This is all because of a lifestyle that's completely unsustainable. And, at the end of the day, manufacturers don't want to kill you. They just want to sell you.
Yeah.
So the power of good old-fashioned American consumerism, we can get a powerful message to corporate America that this is where the 21st century has to head.
Yep.
And it's with, without sounding like a drama queen, it's really so important to the survival of the species.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right on. And I love what you're doing about it, and I'm interested to hear a little bit more about what we can do through the Cancer Answer you're working on, too.
Well, the Cancer Answer is our latest program. We welcome any corporate support because we're going to do, it's sort of like a three-pronged campaign, which will be launched with celebrity PSAs to get the conversation going.
Great.
And kind of break down the way that we are brainwashed by advertisers to think that we need to buy certain things that actually are, in fact, bad for us.
Oh, like bottled water, you mean?
Well, bottled water is okay if it's in glass. In plastic, I would take a beat on that. I would take a beat on plastic anyway because it's bad for the environment. And bottled water, if it's spring water, is usually less acidic than tap water. And we have to start thinking about how the delicate pH balance in the body between acid and alkaline. And, I have a fish tank at home, and I spend a lot of money to make sure that my aquarium has the right pH balance.
Right.
I want my fish to be healthy. But we don't take the same precautions for ourselves.
Right.
And that's what we have to do because cancer hates alkaline and loves acid. Cancer cannot grow in a high alkaline environment, only in a high acidic environment. And when we start drinking soda, tap water, a lot of, dense meat, all this stuff creates an environment that's higher in the acid pH than we should be to healthfully feed our body cells like the fish in my aquarium.
Well, I'm glad you have happy fish. They're lucky to have you.
Well, we're lucky to have this word from you. I mean, we were very eager to spread the word on your campaigns and share. As the Green Divas, our whole mission is to share low-stress ways to live a deeper shade of green, and that includes living a healthy way as well. So we are certainly going to pass the word on.
Well, and everything you're doing does lend itself and really works towards that sustainable and healthy living.
Yes, well, thank you for saying that and supporting us. And if any of your listeners want, they can go into cancerschmancer.org. They can, and they can then click on to trash cancer or the Cancer Answer. All of those things tie into what we're doing right now. And the President's Cancer Panel came out with a 2010 200-page report that corroborated everything that you girls and we are saying, which is, disease and cancer is not going to go away as long as we continue to inundate ourselves with toxins, pesticides, hormone inhibitors, hormone promoters, and a whole myriad of things, including radiation that we expose ourselves to each and every day constantly. And, how much can our little bodies take?
Right.
You got to stop.
Right on, sister. And we're also going to put all this on our website with links, and also congratulations on your new show. We're really excited about that as well.
Thank you, darling.